Hey folks, how are you today? My name's Ed Trevors. I'm an Anglican priest on the south shore of Nova Scotia with the Diocese of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. I get to serve in the amazing town of Shelburne at the parish of Christ Church, Shelburne. And I need to confess something. I am the suckiest Christian that ever Christianed. I have been a minister for going on 10 years. I have been a Christian for my entire life. And I still make mistakes. I still fall down. I still don't do the things that a good Christian is supposed to do. Today, I want to talk about what it means to fall down as a Christian, what it means to make a mistake as a Christian, what it means to not be super Christian. Oftentimes, I think a person is baptized and the expectation is that that's it. Everything should just work out perfectly from here on in. They should get it. They should know their theology. They should know how to behave. They should know the ins and the outs of being a dynamic Christian presence in the world. And nothing could be further from the truth. And what ends up happening is when they begin to fail, when they begin to make mistakes, they think they must be hopeless. And so they stop. It's a common thing to happen, especially among adults, that when we try a new thing, when we try to learn a new skill or develop a new practice, if it doesn't go perfectly for us right away, we take our hands off it and we step away from it. We walk away from it. True story. I just spent the last 15 minutes talking to this camera, trying to come up with this reflection. And I had forgotten to turn the sound on. I am not very good at this yet. As you can tell, the lighting isn't perfect because I am not very good at this yet. The sound sometimes comes in and out because I'm not very good at this yet. I've taken entire videos where I haven't focused the lens because I am not very good at this yet. But I'll get there. You know, anytime we endeavor to do something new, anytime that we decide to grow, requires us to practice. And every time we practice, and every time we do something new, and every time we decide to grow, we're going to fall down. We're going to fail. And for adults, that can feel really, 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 really bad. It sucks to fail. When a kid starts out to walk, they always fall down. They get right back up, and they run, and they walk a little bit more, and they fall down, and they get right back up, and they walk a little more. And every time they get back up, a big smile appears on their face. And they take those first few steps, and that smile radiates. And then they fall down, and then they get up, and they do it again. They feel sheer joy in making small improvements. If we're willing to fail, if we're willing to fall down, if we're willing to make mistakes, we will, at one point, we will get there where, I don't want to say we're perfect, but we'll get to the place where we're doing it well, where we're proud of what we're doing. Being a Christian is all about learning how to live in a new way. All about learning how to live in a new way. It requires us to try something new because we have to let go of our old ways in order to embrace this new way. You can't have a foot in both lives. And because you can't have a foot in both lives, because you need to follow this new path, the opportunity to make a mistake is there. The opportunity to fall down is there. And it's okay. It's fine. You're going to run into it. It's going to happen. You're just like everybody else. So for us as Christians, when we're looking at our mistakes and when we're looking at our moments of failure, we need to be able to apply some of that mercy and some of that compassion that Jesus is always talking about having towards others. We need to apply that to ourselves. We need to lighten up a little bit and give ourselves room to slip up. We need to give ourselves room to breathe a little bit and to recognize our imperfections, not as foibles, not as faults, but rather as opportunities for God's grace to enter into our lives, for God to enter into our lives as an encourager, as an encouragement into our process and into our journey. If anything I've said today makes any sense to you, in the comments below, please do me the favor and let me know how God encourages you when you make a mistake. How does God lift you up when you fall down? As always, may His blessings be upon you. May you experience the peace of His presence. Amen. Thank you, everybody, for spending this time with me. Thank you for choosing to be here today. I pray God's blessings will be upon you. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button down below. If you'd like more of our content, hit subscribe. If there's something that you want us to talk about, if there's something you want to make mention, please feel free to leave a comment. I will be praying for you. Please say a prayer for me. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.